let's talk about this for a second. Someone made a video that was like, don't show, or I guess it's a conversation in the black community. Don't show up to my events with your natural hair. If there's anyone, any person alive who really has something to say about your natural hair in the way that it grows out of your head, like I do understand like some of the hairstyles are pretty extravagant. And then for some reason there seems to be this like, how do you say it? This like equity between like, or this comparison between people who use drugs and then people who have natural hair. I think it's because of people's familiarity with Bob Marley and Rastafarianism. So they believe that every person with dreads smokes weed because they just have seen over and over again Bob Marley. To anyone who has like curly, textured, thick hair, you know how much work it takes. Like you probably wash your hair, put water on your hair a lot because that's what's required. Having a healthy, natural black hair isn't cheap. It's not free. Okay, it's also not like a sign of poverty. It's actually very expensive to maintain natural hair. It just is. I'm sorry. Like you, one bottle of conditioner might last me like, I don't know, a week or like a week and a half. And I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna be the person who goes like above and beyond to have some sort of, I don't know, look or something that I feel like you would prefer. Like I don't do shit for like you or anyone else. No. I am not that person. I do know, and I'm very familiar with other people being that person who are just gonna like people please for you. I'm not that girl. I am not that girl. But for people who have an issue with you wearing like natural hairstyles or calling them ugly or something, that has a lot more to do with them and racism. There are people who are actually racist out here. They have never seen black hair textures ever because so many people are ashamed of them that they just like refuse to wear them. They refuse to go out with them. I don't know. All I can say is like all the places that I've been with my natural hair, especially my like white colleagues, seem to compliment it. Like they appreciate seeing a person with, you know, a natural hair texture, especially if they have family members of color. And I will say that of color. It's mostly like a multiracial family member, usually like a granddaughter or you know, like some family member who is like an interracial person. They will have a combination of textured curly hair, and it all looks different. Like I don't know really what my hair texture is. I don't really care. What I know is that like when I shower, I wash my hair. I, you know, use some conditioner sometimes on my hair. Sometimes I will use a leave-in conditioner on my hair, but I mean, I don't know. At this point in my life, I just don't care enough. Like I honestly, it isn't giving what I think a lot of it's giving. And I also think that this kind of goes back to some of the comments. It does feel like, I know that there's a lot of, I don't know why, I'm not going to say I don't know why, but there's a lot of like Latinx people who my channel attracts so that they can get on and be like negra, negra, so that whatever they affiliate with black, they can like come to me and be like, oh, the black one, oh, the black one, blanca, negra, whatever they like to say. I would be happy to be that. Let me be the black one in your life so I could tell you how awful you are. Like just because I have like thicker or textured hair and maybe you have straighter hair, you are not prettier than me. Like I'm sorry, like I don't care if you're like Asian, Latin, white, black, whatever, however you identify. I really don't care. Like I used to feel like if I was not at my 100%, then I was nothing. Like, oh, all of my beauty tokens are now gone. They're just zero because like I'm not at my 100%. Oh, I'm not getting Jasmine Cheeks treatments anymore. Oh, I'm not flying out here and there anymore. Oh, that means I'm ugly. I'm not worth anything. I really felt that way. That's like where I was in an emotional state, and that's a really shitty, sucky place to be. But I want to put words to it because you can start to feel like that. Like, oh, if you're not getting the sort of the monetary treatments that you're accustomed to getting, then now you are worthless. Because a lot of women's self confidence does come with the amount of money being spent on her in some particular way. But we just need a baseline of like what it looks like for a black person to be like housed, fed, showered, okay, jobbed, employed, and who just, uses a regular amount of conditioner, a regular amount of facial wash. You don't have to have $5 million treatments to come online. And also, I love the comment of the person who was like, it's incredible for you to have the self confidence to say the shit that you say. If only you knew, sir. I would love to see you so I could fucking go in. Like, I'm just not the person you want to come for. I've got a lot of life experience. Like, a lot. The tea just pours right out of the fucking jug. Because, like I've said in other videos, like, I'm the person who doesn't try really hard and could probably steal your man just by showing up on my worst hair day. Even with, like, fat face and a sweatshirt. So, dear faceless YouTuber, stay in your place.